chat, take this from me, right? Now, I'm not like a big celebrity or whatever, right? I think I've got like a decent following by this point, right? Like, I'm not like a major YouTuber or whatever. But if there's anything I've learned, it's that sometimes people will say stuff about you that is just stupid, but at least they're talking about you. You know what I mean? So just let them. And sometimes you can like poke the beast a little bit. But like, one of the things that's hard about staying relevant is staying in people's brains, right? People are very quick to forget about you. And if people don't have things to talk about, they tend to forget. You know what I mean? So, if you're going to be a content creator, if you see people that are saying things about you that are not true, 9 times out of 10, it does not matter. It's actually good. Okay? Like, it doesn't feel good, right? When you're like new to having people talk about you beyond like the average scope of which people talk about you, you know? It's kind of like scary, and you feel the need to like clarify things that are wrong, right? It's like when you first read stuff like that, you want to be like, no. Like, here we go. I'll overcompensate. Like, I'll play that game on stream so people don't think that I hate them, or so like, or I'll just like come out and say this or that. You know what I mean? But it literally does not matter. And if anything, it's good. Like, I know that might sound like cope, but when people are talking about you, if they're not talking about things that are like actually damaging to you, it's worth just letting them talk. But the thing is that, yeah, not everyone talking is in good faith. Exactly. There's that side of it, and just in general, you know, like it does not matter in the sense that like it's not gonna hurt you. You know what I mean? Like, you might feel the need to correct this or that. Maybe you said something and it didn't come out the way you intended, and you feel like if you just explain yourself better, that it'll be resolved, right? But like, that turns like the nothing burger into a, you have now put a target on your back. And that is my advice to any beginner content creators, is say you say something really stupid by accident, right? And you're like, fuck, this was stupid of me to say. Let me just clarify. Don't do that. Just ignore it, okay? Literally just ignore it. That's literally all you can do, right? That's literally all you can do. Because if you engage with it, then it becomes like an actual thing. Then it's like you're bringing that to like your audience's attention and stuff, and those people that do want to like talk about you, whether it's good things or bad things, will now like join in on this conversation that you are fostering, instead of just having their own conversations outside of your scope. If that makes sense, right? If that makes sense. It's like imagine bringing rioters into the town hall for a town meeting. You know what I mean? It's just not, you just don't do it, right? And some of those people that are also outside, you know, they're not necessarily rioters or whatever, right? They're just people talking. But now there is a riot inside the town hall, and you're trying to have a meeting, and those people that were just like hanging around talking about whatever just happen to be in the area, right? Those are like the casual fans and stuff, the people that just popped in, that are not familiar with like the culture as much, whatever. Like now, or maybe they're like peaceful protesters, like Arclight said. It's like they're people that are just kind of like have like opinions on the situation, and it could kind of tip like either way. Whether the situation is real or not, whether it is something that actually happened and people somehow caught on to it, or whether it's something you actually fucked up on, or whether it's something that is just a complete lie somebody made up that had shit that maybe like gave credence to it, or maybe it's just a batshit insane schizo post, right? The second you bring it into the town hall, now it's a riot. Now it's not. You leave that outside. You leave that outside. You don't bring that inside. I've had to learn this lesson many times. I'm telling you. You don't engage. You let people talk. Because while they're outside talking, it looks to other people like it's like just a lot of people are interested in going to the town hall, right? from their perspective, it is not like it's not all a riot yet. There's some rioters maybe off in the corner, but you know, like the building's not burning from the inside, so just stop. I don't know if this makes any sense. But anyways, like the less you engage with the rioters, the better, right? The less you allow stuff to turn into a riot, the better. She learned stuff because she's old. I learned stuff because I'm stupid, because I made this mistake over and over where I was like, well, if I just explain, then at the very least, my audience that I do care about, me as well, will be like, oh, well, this is actually what she meant by this. And sometimes, very, very rarely, that's worth it, right? Like, sometimes it's like, you did fuck up with something and it is like kept to like the community.